Hello, thanks for clicking on this video. I actually just got back from yoga, and while we wait for this episode to start, I just want to say, hey, I'm Joe. I'm a producer. I've been working in daytime television for a long time, but also, I'm sure you clicked on this video because you love hot men. I understand. But if you do like 90s talk shows, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, give this video a like. All right, well, let's see these Midwest hot men.
Morning for today's show.
Men all over the place today.
Oh, and one more thing. Let me know in the comments below who you think should be the winner is, who you think is the hottest person, and let's have a chat about it in the comments below.
Let's get started and meet these 19 men. After you, Miss Merrill.
To be, put it in the comments below. Now remember, there's two. There's going to be judges that pick, and then also they're going to be the people's choice. So from the tell of the audience, you can kind of see who it's going to be, but let me know who you think it is, and there's still more to come.
And we're back with company's 19 Mr. Michigan hopefuls, and we're about to announce the judges' top 9. But first, I'm here with Alicia Hutchison. She's the executive producer for the Mr. USA Michigan pageant. Now, when did you pick these 9 finalists who we're about to announce?
We had a preliminary competition this past Sunday at the Hotel Pontchartrain, and they've all been through the preliminary judging in interview and physique. And that's how we determine the top 9.
Okay, and then they will go on, well, the 2 that we picked today will go on to compete tomorrow?
Yes, in the finals. The 2 that are from today will go on and compete in the finals with 40 other gentlemen tomorrow.
Okay. Give us just the focus, the overall focus of the contest. Is it about beefcake? We don't think so.
I think beefcake is a little passe. We're just looking for a great guy, someone with a great personality who is very outgoing and positive.
Well, good luck to all of them. Thank you, Marilyn.
Well, we all ready, folks? Oh, we're ready. Here we go. Now, these are the 9 finalists, and they're not in any particular order. Okay, here we go. Contestant number 4, Brian Brayboy. Our next finalist, contestant number 5, Nick Cialarello. Next, we have contestant number 6, James DeBreen. Contestant number 7, Todd Fritz. And contestant number 8, Craig Gilliard.
All right, and now we have 4 more finalists. Next is contestant number 10, John Holland. Okay, and the next one, we don't want to make you sweat, so we're just going to call him out quickly. I could just stand here and make you one. Okay, no, contestant number 15, Jeffrey Moore. Contestant number 16, Stephen Morningside. And the last one is contestant number 19, Jeff Schultz.
I have to say, kind of digging that Jeff Schultz.
Oh, congratulations, everybody. It's wonderful. Well, you know, we're going to give you a little chance out here to get to know the contestants a little bit better. We're going to ask each one of the men a question. And so we'll go first with contestant number 4. And your question is, whom do you admire most? And in what ways does that person inspire you?
That would definitely have to be my mother.
I knew he was going to say that.
Well, it's funny because you do know my mother, too, very well,
Yeah.
Marilyn. But my mother's just a very, very positive person. She's been a big influence on my life. Poetry reader, artist, mother extraordinaire, and just very positive influence on my life and just really instilled a lot of good values in me and getting choked up because I love her to death.
Okay, so do you think that answer was truthful? I mean, does he really admire his mom the most? Did he really get choked
our
up,
next
or was that
question
just
will
for
go
the
to contestant
audience?
Number 5. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one ability or quality, what would it be and why?
I'd hope to gain the ability to offer world peace and help people to offer world peace.
And why?
I just see there's lots of problems in the world, and I think world peace is one of the major problems. There's always wars going on and things like that, and if we had world peace, it would make everything a lot better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, contestant number 6. Contestant number 6. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life, and is there anything you hope to do that is even better than that accomplishment?
I would have to say that my greatest accomplishment to date is being able to go to school and succeed in education. The next step, of course, would be to, grab the degree and go with it and try to help people along the way. That's probably my
get the
biggest
job, too.
accomplishment. And then get the
So
job,
you got
of course.
3 things.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, contestant number 7 would step on up. Number 7. What qualities do you look for in a woman and why?
Hilarious. In a
Now we're
woman.
getting down to dirty
What if he likes
business.
boys? I mean, this was 1994, so, but still
What do
interesting.
you mean,
And
oh?
And then ambitions, and then I guess looks and everything else could follow.
Okay, and why? Why would fidelity or faithfulness and ambition and looks be important?
I have to say past experiences would lead me to.
Okay, good answer. Thank you.
Okay, next contestant, number 8. For what in your life do you feel most grateful for, and why? I'm letting you off easy here.
Well, I'm really thankful to being here today, and also I'm very thankful for being able to achieve the way I have with the firm that I'm working for, which is Fidelity Construction.
Good commercial.
Smart man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, contestant number 10. Do you feel you have much impact on the lives of people you come in contact with, and why?
Yes, I do. I try to be a real person, and I think it's because I listen to them. I'm a good listener, and I try to respect them the way that I want to be respected, and I feel that I can offer them a lot as far as, like I said before, a good listener, and I'm compassionate, so I feel that I'm good in those areas.
Very good. Thank you.
Contestant number 15. Can you think of someone who significantly influenced your life, and why?
Well, I would definitely have to say the Lord has influenced me. He inspires me, and I think He has brought me to where I am today to achieve what I have.
Very good.
Thank you. Okay. Contestant number 16. If you could give one message to today's youth, and you knew that they would listen to this message, what would it be?
That through all the struggles that we all face growing up, and no matter what age we are, that there's hope, and that hope is Jesus Christ. And for world peace, for any other answer, is Jesus Christ. So that would be my hope for the world.
Thank you.
Okay, step right up. Contestant number 19. What is your idea of the perfect romantic evening? Gotcha.
Well, I guess I can't invite everybody on it, so I'd have to say a chilled bottle of champagne, a warm fireplace, a fuzzy comforter, and a nice movie.
That sounds very nice. We'll go, won't we?
Let's leave right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies. more. Can you hear me, everybody? Brian Brayboy. He is 26 years old. He's into fitness, music. Turn around and let's show you stuff. Music, cooking, and listening to his mother's poetry. Brian says that even in negative situations, he tries to maintain a positive look.
I was flexing mine over here. I got so excited.
You know what? You know what? Nikki?
All right. Here we go. Nick Cialarello. All right, Nick. Nick is 25 years old. In his spare time, Nick enjoys drafting, painting, and architecture. Now, Nick recently appeared on the television show Sequest. Was that for your water prowess? Show us something. Go, Nick. Go, Nick. Go, Nick. Okay.
Now we have contestant number 6, James DeVriend, 24 years old. In his relaxation mode, which according to him isn't very often, James enjoys writing, reading novels, and playing his acoustic guitar.
Contestant number 7 is Todd Fritz. Now, Todd is 24 years old. He enjoys water sports. He enjoys football, computers. Todd is also into drafting and physical conditioning. He serves in the Air Force. And last year, he was awarded Airman of the Year. Thanks, Todd. Thank you.
Next is contestant number 8, Greg Gilliard. He's 29 years old. He's an all-around athlete. His activities include softball, jogging, football, and that extremely physical activity of Nintendo.
I love it. Oh, my goodness. And here we have contestant number 10, John Holland. John is 25. John is interested in the stock market and related financial activities. John also loves to ski, play sports, and John is the drummer for his church choir. Thank you, John.
Okay, come on out, contestant number 15, Jeffrey Moore. 25 years old, enjoys camping, biking, no skiing. Jeffrey feels his strengths are his organizational and communication skills. Sure.
Contestant number 16 is Stephen Morningstar. Stephen is 21 years old. Steve's hobbies include songwriting, playing the guitar, and piano. Steve also enjoys bow hunting, baseball, and working out at the gym. Thanks, Stephen.
Contestant number 19, Jeff Butchel. He's 30 years old. Jeff is an avid sports enthusiast who plays competitive softball and also enjoys participating in fitness, training, basketball, and beach basketball. Is anybody listening to us, really?
No, who cares? Just show something. Flex something. Well, now that the judges and all of us have had a better look at the finalists, it's time for our judges to
Come on out, Al.
Who's right there? Is somebody left?
Oh, yeah. Al Seeger's back there. He'd like to be on. He's taking off his shirt.
We don't want to see Al Seeger. It's time for the judges. It's time for the judges to tabulate their scores and pick their winner. But there is still time for you to call and cast your vote for the people's choice. Now, you've been watching at home. You understand that you're supposed to be ringing those phones right now.
Right.
313-298-6161, and you're supposed to be voting on people, okay? You can select any of the
Sounds like they weren't getting any
nice
calls.
people
Like,
not
please
pick the nine
call.
who are the
Please,
finalists.
please
So,
call.
it might be nice to pick one of those other 10 guys that didn't make it. I'm not going to try to, influence you, but it might be nice. Okay, so stay with Well, joining us now is the current Mr. Michigan title holder, Chris Alexander, who's 24 and from Milford. Now, Chris, congratulations to last year's winning, and we're glad you're here today to pump up everybody. But we just saw you from last year when you were winning. How did you feel? That moment when they announced your name.
I was shocked. It was a nice feeling. I had no idea, it was kind of a trip. You don't know what to expect when they call your name and everybody starts going nuts and stuff. I could have thought about 10 other guys that I thought would have won it, so it was nice.
Was that your first time competing?
Yeah,
Really? First time out and you won?
Yeah, fortunately, yeah, I was pretty lucky. It was something I never thought I would do, but I was kind of convinced to do it, and it turned out to be a really nice thing. So.
Well, we understand that since then your modeling career has kind of taken off, too. You've modeled in Detroit, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Miami, and even internationally in Milan, Italy.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. That Milan sounds real nice.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty nice. It's a little hard to pick up the language, but it was nice, It's good to go out there and meet the bigger clients, so you're not working for, like in Detroit, the Kmart all the time. It's nice to go out there. No, I don't mean to knock it. It's great. It pays money. It pays money, but it's nice to go out there and meet, Armani and those kind of people, So.
Is there a lot of work? Is this something that you would, if you want to give some suggestions or advice to aspiring models, male models, is there a lot of work?
Yeah, there's good work. You just got to be in the right market. And to be honest with you, there's a small market here in Detroit, which is nice to do on the side, and it's fantastic. But to do it for your life or for a career for a few years, you need to go to the bigger markets and feel it out and see what those agencies tell you. So.
Okay.
I remember Chris from last year. You've been doing great. I'm so happy for you. Well, also joining us, as we met earlier, Alicia Hutchison, Executive Director of the Mr. USA Michigan. You've done a lot of competitions. You don't just do this, but you're Executive Director of this.
Yes.
Is it different working with women in contests than men? Or are men harder or easier? Or
I tell you what, it's equally as difficult because of so many different people trying to put a show together with a lot of different individuals, a lot of different personalities. But yeah, the guys do spend a lot of time in the mirror.
No, not this guy.
So men are just as vain as women, right?
Yes, they are, but we try not to make it totally superficial type thing. So.
Yeah, because, basically you said before, we don't want to say beefcake, but we don't want to say beauty contest. We don't know what to say. But actually, this gives the guys a lot of chance to get out in the community and do some really good things, and also to get into the business of maybe modeling or acting. I know, Chris, I've seen you at some things for the Rainbow Connection last fall, I think. And so they do get a chance. Now, what other things do they get into from this contest?
Well, a lot of the charity things that we do, we've done things with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. This year we did a golf outing. That was Chris's idea. To do the golf outing, we also did a softball game for MDA, and then we also help out with the Salvation Army, Coats for Kids, things like that. Thanksgiving Day Parade, we went and worked on floats for the parade, and we're doing a canned food drive right now. We'll give the proceeds or all the canned goods to the Captain Soup Kitchen on Monday.
That's great. That's just great.
Well, tomorrow is the big competition. So, again, Alicia, tell us, how do our company winners, the two that are going to win today, how do they fit into that competition?
Okay. Well, the two that go on from today will fit in with the other 40 gentlemen, like I mentioned earlier, and they will compete tomorrow to be, again, in another top 10 and go on from there, the same as we've done here today, where they'll have a question and they'll do a physique competition again.
Chris, what do you think was the best part about being Mr. Michigan?
Honestly, I would say the confidence that it gives you to go off and pursue other things. I never would have gotten involved in what I am involved in if I didn't do that. You know, it's not like it really helps you in Detroit, you know, but then you take, you know, what you've done here, and then you have to have the confidence to say go to Miami with no pictures and try to do whatever.
How do women treat you now?
No different. No different.
No different?
No.
So, you don't, well, never mind.
They've always been following
Yes, he does.
He's doing really good, don't you think? I think he's doing really good.
Do you have some more advice, Chris, for someone, you know, the future Mr. Michigan? I mean, real practical advice like get a lot of rest, eat your vitamins.
No, I would just say, you know, take what comes to you and learn from it, and it will give you a sense of confidence. It'll give you an idea to say, well, maybe I should go try this, you know, and I think you have to do that instead of just sitting there and go, well, I did this, I won it, that's fine. Because the reality is it's nice, you win some great prizes, and it really helps in Detroit, but if you want to go on, you have to do that on your own, you know, and hopefully the confidence that gives you will take you on to the next level.
Would you also suggest to them to not think that they are going to quit their day job?
I would suggest that too, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
because it's a tough market, and there's tons of competition, and the clients are picky, and you know, you just have to be lucky.
Do you have to watch what you eat, like, you know, the female models? I mean, are you concerned about gaining an ounce or?
No, not that bad. No, I mean a little bit, but no. You have to lose weight. As far as, let's say you were a big bodybuilder or something, you need to lose that. But
oh, really?
Yeah, because you photograph a lot heavier.
Oh, so they don't want you all
no, not
beefed
at all.
up, pumped up, muscle bound.
Right. Exactly.
That should be good news for some of our contestants. Marilyn?
We got 3 judges here, Jim, Sue, and Nikki. Just Vicky. What are you looking for, basically?
Well, I think an overall terrific personality,
man, right?
good-looking guy, somebody that's not vain but just is willing to participate in things that's asked of them, and just, you know, like Chris.
You kind of know it when you see it.
You know it when you see it. You can feel it, and they just exude that energy and that look.
Absolutely. Somebody that is not superficial, somebody that's sincere and has a nice body.
A nice body. And Jim, I'm going to ask you, what are you looking for out there?
Yeah, I get that a lot. I've been honored to judge this contest for many years, and the nice thing about it, the winner not only represents the pageant, but he represents Detroit and Michigan in a broader sense. So you want somebody who can actually speak, who can articulate, who has a vision, who has a dream. If they're good looking, that certainly helps in their modeling career and whatever else they choose to do, but it's more important that they're just good people.
Think you got anybody?
Yep, we're going to take some questions from the audience now.
Hi, don't you find that women are just attracted to your body and not really your mind or anything?
You know, that's a tough question. Maybe I don't really have a problem with that. No, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean it like, you know, like I said, in a bad way. I mean it like, eventually, if I talked to them long enough or hung out with them or went out or whatever, I think eventually that would be gone anyways. You know, they would get to know Chris Alexander, I would hope, you know.
Okay, thanks. And once again, we're reminding viewers that right now you're seeing a lot of the contestants, all of them, so you have a chance to call right now and vote for the People's Choice. We're showing you the 19 finalists again. Call right now and vote for your choice.
Hi, Chris. Many of us have met you after the fact that you're Mr. Michigan, but we were wondering exactly what did you used to do before you were Mr. Michigan?
When I graduated school, I went and became a sales rep for, I worked for a wine company, General Wine, and then I worked for a linen company, Central Quality Services, and then this all came about, and I left to Miami, came back, got the old job back, then went to Milan, and just started doing this.
Now, are you going to stay in this business? I mean, are you thinking farther ahead down the line, maybe into acting?
I'm thinking of doing it for a couple more years and seeing how it goes. You know, eventually there's people that do this for a while and they're doing really well, and you've got to build up into it. You know, but after I have things that I can fall back on, hopefully, so.
Alicia, what do you think? Should he stay in this business?
Of course. Yes, he has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I think
he knows that, and he's found that out as he's gone to the other markets. He knows he can work not just in Detroit, but anywhere, and that's a confidence builder as well. So.
And he photographs beautifully. He really
Yes,
does.
we know.
Nikki?
I was just wondering, what was the most rewarding part of the competition itself for you?
The confidence that it gave you, you know, and it's nice to go into a place with Alicia or whatever and have people say, you know, that's so-and-so. That's kind of cool. You know, I think that's great. And hopefully the winner this year, which I don't know who it'll be, it looks like it's going to be a great competition, we'll find that too. You know, it's a nice thing.
Hi, Chris. I wondered, does your friends and family still treat you the same?
Yeah.
Do they?
In fact, if anything, they razz me a lot about it. So, you know.
Thanks.
You know, the gentleman here, stand up for me, had a comment that he wanted to make, and maybe, Alicia, you can tell us if this sounds pretty true.
I noticed none of the men had tattoos on their bodies. And does that detract from a professional career?
Well, actually, some of them do. Maybe you just didn't see any here today, but there are a few that do have tattoos. I would say it probably does detract a little bit from a photographic career, because if you're asked to be photographed without your shirt, a lot of times maybe a client won't want to see a tattoo. So, yes, that could hinder a photographic career, but as far as runway goes, you know, you could still do that.
I'd like to ask Chris how he feels about marriage.
Marriage? Not ready yet, but probably pretty, you know, I'd like to settle down eventually, I think, definitely.
You'd like to settle down.
Alicia, when we have the female models on the show, we always ask about hot trends, what's coming up, you know, and we've been told with women, it's an ethnic look, it's a fresh-faced look, it's a all kind of eclectic kind of look. What is it for men? Is it something in particular they're looking for now?
Well, it seems with the men, right now there's something really trendy going on in Europe, and Chris can attest to that. It's a kind of a different look.
Yeah, you're getting the real, a lot of times for the big campaigns, the real thin, long-haired guys, which is fine. I mean, they take great pictures.
But the classic look never goes out.
It never, you know? Right. There's always a time for the normal, decent-looking, I guess, you know, person.
So the Fabio look is still in. That
well, I don't think. Well,
he's a big look. I mean, he's
yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like that, but the real thin, young, almost. I don't know how to say it. It's not me.
It's not me? What do you mean? The gay look of the 90s or heroin chic look of the 90s? Please.
Like Mr. USA or International?
No, there's nothing like that. And I was pretty satisfied with that. I mean, I don't, you know, I'm not the kind of person to go pageantry. That was great.
Got another question? We did. Somebody was right back here. Put their hand. Yeah.
Hi, Chris.
Hi.
What was the most difficult part of the competition? What did you find most difficult?
Probably the question on stage, I would say, because then you're in front of all these people, you don't know what question they're going to ask you, and you have to just boom, fire out an answer. That's probably it. Everything else is pretty natural, you know, walking on the stage and stuff.
Isn't it funny? All the questions are for Chris. Alicia, you don't feel badly, do you?
That's okay. As long as I come to the show tomorrow night, I don't mind.
Well, before we announce our winners, we're going to keep you in suspense just a little longer while we introduce the judges who we talked a little bit earlier. First, we have Jim McFarland, the television critic for the Detroit News. Sue Jarvis, who is the owner of Aristocrat Limousine, a prize sponsor for Mr. Michigan and former model. And our third judge, Vicki Howard, a modeling development expert with Tada Productions in Berkeley.
Thank you to all of our judges. You had a very difficult job. We wouldn't want it.
No.
Well, today's winners, along with the winning, also have the chance to be sponsored. They are going to be sponsored by company in tomorrow's competition. They'll also receive, now here we go, we've got lots of prizes what they're getting, a 1-hour therapeutic body massage and a half-hour jacuzzi from tomorrow's Institute de Beauté in Farmington Hills. They'll win a box of Frango mints and a $50 gift.
Ooh, are you in suspense? If you're still watching, thank you so much. Here's the irony is that I worked at both that Hudson's that they mentioned and the Westport Fruit Market.
And to help each winner start their modeling career off just right, we have portfolios exclusively available at Tada Productions in Berkeley. So lots of prizes for you. And I guess we don't. Do we want to keep them in suspense much longer?
Ringing off the hooks, and the award for the people's choice or the viewer's choice or whatever you want to call it goes to contestant number 16, Steve Morningstar. Boy, let's hear it for hair, right?
I know that's right. It's that Fabio thing going on. It's that little Fabio thing going on, isn't it?
Okay.
So I guess we're going to now. I love to keep people in suspense.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like you have a captive audience and you just want to stand here. Okay. And now the winner that the judges have selected to go on and compete in the Mr. Michigan contest is contestant number 4, Brian Brayboy. Congratulations. All right.
Thank you very much.
Now, you know, it wouldn't be a competition unless we asked, so how do you feel? What did you think?
Well, this is great. Everybody here is very, very nice. There's a lot of good-looking guys here, a lot of good people. There's a lot of people that I thought were going to win over me. I'm glad that I won because I didn't have a sponsor, so I wouldn't have been there tomorrow night. So to tell my boss if he's watching that I'm leaving early from work so I can be in this tomorrow. So.
Is this the first time that you've competed?
Actually, I was in it last season, and I initially got involved in it just because I wanted to do something new and meet some new people, and I did, and it worked out very well, and I met a lot of good friends, and a few of them are here as well tonight, so it worked out real well. But this is good because since that last time, I'm about 30 pounds lighter.
All right, and you heard him saying they like that light look. Well, let's go up here to Steve Morningstar
Yes,
because that
Steve.
means the people liked him, too.
You know, if you ever won a contest like this before? Didn't win it before.
Not a contest like this, but my senior year in high school, I won Homecoming King. But no contest like
No
this.
contest. You always had long hair? God, it feels good.
My parents, when I was growing up, they said, well, we want you to have it short or stuff like that. But
Well, congratulations. Congratulations, Steve. Well, what do you think? Oh, great.
So, what did you think? Did you vote for either of those boys to win? I mean, in my video, not at the phone call, which, again, I think they were desperate for phone calls. But anyhow, did one of your guys win? I mean, you know, it was 1994. It's hard to see which one I actually liked. Was it that Brian boy or that Steve boy? I don't know. I mean, yeah, they were fine. We know who I really liked. I liked that Schultz boy. What was his name? I already don't remember. Chris Schultz. If you like this video, please give it a like, please. You know that helps me out. And then also hit that subscribe button if you want more of this and more of commentaries, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Hearts.